Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is COLM McGuigan for IFL TV. Delighted to be joined by Mark Tibbs in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mark, the Bull Army are in force. How exciting is this for Johnny Fisher to bring so many away fans straight after Christmas? This is huge.
It is. It's amazing, Colin. It really is. It's as you said, just after Christmas, and it's hard going financially. But what loyal fans Johnny Fisher's got, brilliant, mate. And it's lovely to after that weigh-in to see them all and hear English voices, London voices.
With Johnny, this is a step up an opponent again. Of course, yeah. This is a step up an opponent. We've seen the Harry Armstrong fight. He learnt a lot, he tells me, in that fight. But another step up. This guy was in with Adelaide, got beat by Adelaide. Do you believe that Johnny will perform at an explosive level and show really what he's about to the US fans as well?
Absolutely. I really believe that, listen, honestly, I know Johnny. We all know about Johnny's heart now. You know, how his heart is. He's got a big, massive heart. But he's refining, he's polishing his boxing skills. He's knowing when to press, knowing when to have a rest, knowing when to have a look, and he's been sparring some fantastic sparring for this fight. I mean, we started off in the UK with Derek Chisora, what's his name, Daniel Dubois, and we've had lots of really good sparring, and he's had some great sparring here too in Salas's gym. Top ranked gym. We had a fantastic last spar there the other day. We done a good 6-8 rounds. I think it was 6 rounds we did, but tough African guy called Ardy. Beautiful spar, really competitive, and it's what I needed to see because I only joined Johnny in the last 2 weeks out here in Vegas. Yeah.
I want to ask you about that because it's interesting from a fan's perspective. He's in with Salas, totally different to how he'll work with you. How do you manage that?
Well, it wasn't what I wanted, to tell you the truth, but Johnny needed to come to the US and acclimatise, and he felt he needed more than 3 weeks, but so he did it. He's a young man, he's been here before, so probably knows better than me about acclimatisation in the US. I've been here a few times, and I trained Billy Joe Saunders here for the Canelo fight. But it's been good, and it's been good experience for him, great experience for him. So listen, you can't deny a young man, especially a young man. If it's detrimental, I would have told him, but it's been valuable for him. Yeah.
I asked Johnny this question, I asked Eddie this question, I asked John, Big John this question. Thomas Carty on the Katie Taylor undercard, is that a fight that you believe you would welcome? Or, John and Johnny kind of said, we don't want to do the away day in Ireland because we feel that we have more to offer in the UK. What's your opinion on that?
On Thomas Carty versus Johnny Fisher?
Yeah, on the Katie Taylor undercard in Ireland.
I much prefer it at the Albert Hall in London.
Yeah.
And what a fight that would be.
It's a real clash in terms of those two. I know they're friendly, but it's kind of that thing at the moment where we don't want to see fighters ducking each other. Not saying either of them would, but it's a real 50-50 fight. Do you believe that you'd like to see it and it will happen eventually?
Listen, that's a great fight. I've not really ever gave it any thought, but I did watch Thomas Carty on the Katie Taylor undercard last time. Yeah, I watched that fight, and I'd welcome that fight myself as his coach. Obviously, I'd have to sit down with his management and Johnny himself, but I'd like to take one fight at a time. We've got to deal with Bezos tomorrow night here in Vegas first, so I like to take one fight at a time. But listen, I've always got my eye on a little bit in front of all my fighters, but I can't look too far in front.
Let's have a quick one on Giorgio Visioli. The kid is just taking out 2 opponents back-to-back, highlight reel knockouts. How special is Giorgio Visioli, Mark?
Giorgio Visioli is an excellent fighter, box fighter. Apparently he was a boxer that couldn't punch. He was a pretty boxer that couldn't punch in the amateurs, but he's learning to sit down a little bit when he has to, and he's got rid of his 2 opponents in really good fashion. Good opponents for a young professional prospect. So I'm really happy with Giorgio. I've not long just got off the phone to him. We're kicking off camp on the 10th or 12th. I have to look at my diary, but it's on the Monday. He's got another week by himself. ticking over and getting a bit of strength training, a little bit of swimming. Nothing too heavy. I like a blank canvas when I start with people, if you know what I mean.
In terms of the big news that came out today on Fury Usyk, just your thoughts on that, and is it disappointing in your opinion that we're not going to see this big, massive heavyweight unification?
Gutted, absolutely gutted, disappointed. I mean, my focus this weekend is Johnny Fisher, but we've all been talking about and looking for the undisputed heavyweight title in Usyk versus Fury, and it was really we all felt let down this morning hearing that, but let's hope it's just postponed. Yeah.
Last one from me, Mark. You work closely with Ebanie Bridges. I know you're still very close with her on a personal level as well. Unfortunately, last time out she came up short. Have you and Ebanie had discussions about her maybe coming back and working with you? Not saying that it didn't work with Dave Colwell, but maybe just going back to where she felt more comfortable.
Do you know something? I've not had no conversations with Ebanie Bridges since we parted, to tell the truth. And I saw her briefly. I was in Leeds a week and a half ago. I was in Leeds. I saw her briefly in a hotel foyer, and I was very busy. But I've not had a lot of contact with Ebanie since her defeat at all. So I can't really move or tell you anything on that. No.
Well, Mark, appreciate your time today. We'll catch up after Johnny's explosive performance on Saturday night, and that's always a pleasure on IFL TV.
Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.